Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play People Get Cranky because they don't have their special pills. It's RimWorld! We're playing as the Star Trekkers, and Okami, who's been having trouble with this wake-up addiction for a little while, is having a bad time. But hopefully we can get them through that. We'll see. Just don't go on a berserk run where you're trying to murder anyone. Maybe I should preemptively arrest Okami. It's being a little bit of an issue. You can just sleep it off in here. It might be better with Komiya, who's another member of our faction, but decided they had just enough with things. Admittedly, they were having kind of a less great time in doing a raid on a distant base, while I think being cranky that their brother died at some point, even though that was presumably a raider, but I might be getting confused about who it was. But you had something that was giving you a real bad mood that caused you to decide to leave our faction completely, which was rude and unacceptable, and therefore we had to make sure to box you in, which happened remotely, which is great. So this is making, every 10 days, presumably, it's doing a chem fuel cycle of 75, which ain't much, right? That is slow and does use a fair amount of power, but needs absolutely zero interaction other than, I guess, hauling the chem fuel somewhere. And it is a nice safety feature. So no reason to get rid of this. If it was a normal base, it's a no-brainer. On the spaceship, it's like, man, that is some valuable space. Is that okay? It's probably okay. Although I don't know if it's, I'm going to move it just for now because I want to shape out this storage pile. Anyway, now that this is done, I'm going to go and, well, let's copy. I mean, it's not that it's a very complicated build, but we're going to copy that build. I'm going to deconstruct that one. And then we're going to go and tear down these walls like that, which this wall lamp, I'm going to reinstall to some random place here. And I'll get you to prioritize that because I think if the wall gets taken down, it'll turn into a box thing and it might lose this control. Hitomi's got the plague. Wolf's not going to be happy about that. Let's make sure you get proper medicine. We'll keep you alive. Hopefully. Oh yes, and we're going to start working maybe 10 forward over here. Although big part of it is just figuring out what the range of these little things are. What am I looking for? Furniture, sun lamp. Okay. So what we want, lost it. Here and there, or there? Might have been there. I really wish that you could click on this and then get that shape again, but you cannot. Okay, so it turns out it is there. And then, I guess I kind of need to know. Wall, and then here and here, right into the middle area where there won't be an intermediary wall. So we've got a few different options for where we could cut this. I might do this and then put those two, or at least this one. Maybe I'll do this and then put the door in the middle. Okay, I like that. And then this is going to change a little bit when we figure out the planning for the other one. But we've got some symmetry we can work with here. We had a combat supplier. Oh, caravan. Of... Oh, not primitives. Oh, that's nice. Roger, go ahead and have a chat with these guys. When they get a little closer. Yeah, that should be fine. Meet in the middle. Let's see here. We have no silver right now, but that's okay. We could sell the jelly. In fact, we do. We've got tons of food. I'm going to sell the jelly because it sells for a decent amount of money. We don't care about eating that raw. I don't think I need to buy regular medicine. I'll get rid of the yayo. We'll keep the go juice because we do make it, and we're going to keep a little bit amount around because why not? Barrels are going to stay. That's discovered. I think I'm just going to sell that. Got a bunch of crappy weapons which have not been processed yet. Good steel longsword is arguably one of the ones we might be using. Wooden warhammer, no. These bows, auto pistol. Okay, you have... I guess we can always buy some medicine. Recon helmet is actually somewhat tempting. Take all your medicine and then come back down here and sell you four flak pants, and then I'll keep... There. 2 silver. That's okay. You can keep that change. Installation cache. We learned about an ancient complex. I really like this extra little information that we get. That's quite nifty. Oh, we're about to run out of Grav Life panels. I might be able to strip a few of these away, actually, that we don't technically need, just to finish up this area. So at least we can go there. And then, obviously, there's going to be outside wall. That's non-negotiable. Yeah, that's going to have to be that. And then, same thing here. This is all going to have to be outside wall. We're going to want a door in. Maybe I'll square this off and then put a little doorway here to a little hallway. I'm not sure. Okay, Okami is no longer wandering in a crazed state. That's good. You've got the catharsis, which will hopefully help you offset the wake up for a while. Still going to take a while for all that to burn away. And yeah, for now, it's just going to have to be a regular steel door over here. I can adjust the walls on this later. Or Grav Life panels, so I got a little bit of room to play with, but... yeah, I think we'll probably do that. And then, you know what? I might call it right here. So, how many is these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 2, and then these 4. Wouldn't surprise me if these walls get moved in or out slightly as we figure out some other stuff. Area revealed. Oh, yeah, that's fine. But that looks fine for now. Let's get a power conduit that runs right up the sort of spine of our ship over here. Let's reach level 12 mining. Or, yeah, level 12. No red bits, no disconnections, nothing weird currently. Let's unforbid that. Not that it, well, we'll need that if we leave the cable. We're not leaving the ship as is. Right? That's still, we're not playing the pirate run. We're not running around with this little baby ship. Oh, a gift of 16 medicine. Thank you. That's awesome. Let's put a high priority haul on that. Now, this is going to be tight. So we'll have to see exactly what we can do here. Furniture. Kind of want 2 lights just for symmetry, even though we don't need it. And that. We are out of steel, although we do have mining jobs set up, so that's fine. And yeah, no restrictions. Oh, some people do need to be on our regular schedules here. And that. Right, and tracker, you need... yeah, psychite dependency. Which we might have had a little left over. I don't know. We got some psychite plant coming. Hopefully it's fine. Riveter, I guess we got to give you your sword back. This tracker was a decent melee fighter, right? Hang on. Let's do a swap. As funny as it is with Riveter, it's starting to get a little annoying. Tracker, I'm going to get you to get the sword. And Riveter, we're going to go and... well, I'll equip this. We'll probably give you a better gun in a second here. Oh, yeah. See, right now, Riveter, go ahead and grab the light machine gun. There. Okay. We'll do that. We could swap armors too, but your setup's not bad. Not a duster. It's only cloth, but you do have the flak stuff. Hopefully it's okay. Oh, Riveter, you need to drop your shield belt. And Tracker, you need to equip that shield belt, please. I mean, you would have done it automatically, but let's give you a little bit of a speed boost on that. Okay, your psychite dependency is, yeah, hurting your stats right now. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do about that, buddy. You might have to... you might fall into a coma for a little bit as we work this stuff out. We'll see what we can do. Okay, despite the fact that these don't look matchy, they are matchy. It's just because of the diagonals, because of some other bits, and we'll figure it out after. But let's go to ideology. So, do we have marble? We only have 2 bits over here. There's some more marble blocks here, but I suspect there's just not enough to get the job done. How about we just use steel? Put you there. I know there's not enough now, but you'll be okay. Let's do steel pews, which I never do. How do I want to arrange this? I guess we can double up this way. People can use them that way. Okay, that seems fine. I don't remember if our rituals need these other bits. But that does not leave enough room for our poker tables and things, which I really did want to be part of this. Maybe we can't fit the billiard rooms, but we could get the poker. Or maybe we do end up putting it somewhere else. Royal Tribute Collector, we're going to ignore you. We could sell them Colmia, but we're not going to do that. All right, you're nearly ready to re-recruit. Now, we'll need some more decorations and stuff in here. Dun, dun, dun. But we can technically run some little rituals there. And I think the existence of it might help make people happier. I'm not sure. How's the food? Ridiculous. Good. Everything's chill for now, although we're probably just about due, aren't we? Yep, we're just about due for some Cassandra shenanigans. 3 grav light panels left. And yeah, make everything out of steel because it won't catch fire. Because why not? Yeah, see, this isn't even an active ritual spot for some of these things. I don't know where people are going to stand. I'm thinking a lot of times we might have some people standing outside of this place proper, but we will see. Right. And you're definitely going to come down here. And some of this might get turned into a, like we might get some doors here later, but why not go get this outer edge in place? I guess I'm really would prefer a door there. I mean, that's using up steel, but we should have plenty. We want to deconstruct some stuff here. We get some marble walls. Sure and sure. Sandstone table. You know what? Just deconstruct it. Maybe we'll use the sandstone. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Red caravan from the Shattered Empire is leaving. That's fine. That was just a royal tribute collector. I think I'm going to flag more things to be mined. Although, again, we might be getting a raid any second now, so I'm not sure I do want my people to be at the edge of the map, but what could possibly go wrong? All right, research. What are we researching right now? Pulse charge munitions, right. Yeah, almost certainly there's going to be some more doors in some way, but we shall see. So, what we want, and you're not actually full of chem fuel. Someone's not getting around to it. We don't have... Oh, are we out of wood? No, we've got wood. Just, I guess people aren't getting around to this crafting job. Which is interesting. Actually, I don't know what skill is used for this. Work at a refinery. So it is a crafting thing. So people are just too busy. Oh, there we go. Hermine's doing some. Is Hermine the one I just tweaked? No, that was Okami. 2 quests. Arco Nexus, so that's just have lots of money, sell your stuff. Paid toxic fallout. Another infinite chem reactor is kind of funny. I think we just say no to this. I think I'm going to be annoyed dealing with toxic fallout, and we don't need any of that, so I'm not gonna. Okay, a little bit of chem fuel. I want this fully loaded. Thank you very much, Lifter. Because what I want to do is I want to go... wonder if we can reach one of these Vaxstone sites. And how many people can mine? Well, it's just Wolf and Tracker, really. Now, we'd send a few other people just for a tiny bit more firepower, but because the shuttle has really limited capacity, we really don't want to send too many people. It could be just Wolf and Tracker. Just a couple of mailiers. Oh, wait. We're gonna need freaking spacesuits. We did research. We can do vac suits. Now, where's the other site on the planet? Up over there. Yeah, that's out of our range. We might be able to make multiple hops. Especially if we bring extra chem fuel with us. The other thing I could do is I could go and research recon armor, marine armor. Just get 2 sets for Wolf and for Tracker. I think we make a couple of vac suits. Vac suit helmet. 2 of each. Now, apparently we're not getting... Well, possibly steel limited. Okay, Colmia has been re-recruited. Thank you very much. You're on that schedule. Your work stuff is back. Oh, you're also another miner, so we have 3 people we could send. And you're currently unarmed, so let's get that fixed. Just going to be a machine pistol for now. I think we need advanced components for the pulse rifle. I'm going to keep this queue in here. But yeah, I think the steel limits are really hitting us, but we've got lots mining. Okay, so there's lots of steel around the map now. Probably way more than we need for quite some time, but that's okay. Oh, I don't have a research project queued up at all. Okay, part of me is thinking about the suits immediately. How good do we want our drillers to be? I don't know. I think replacing people's hands with drill bits is like too body horror for Star Trek. Right? I think. At least for the Federation. Maybe not everyone in Star Trek, but for the Federation, I'd say that's a little too much. Right, we're using some of our chem fuel to make the mortar shells, which is fine. That I don't mind one bit. I mean, we're generating a lot of stuff here that's wealth that might not be all that useful for us, but we'll see. Okay, so no, I can't do those rituals either. I guess it must be... I can do them outside. Oh, I can do another recruit, which I might want to. But these are, yeah, light bulbs, light speakers, which there's not really space for. There technically is. Anyway, let's do some sky rituals. I mean, do we need more people? It wouldn't hurt, actually. Wouldn't hurt. If more of our wealth is from people with weapons, that's hardly a bad thing. And I wouldn't complain about another crafter. Insult spree is a little annoying. Combat supplier, trade ship. Okay, give me a moment. Social fight. Okay, well, we got a mood boost, which might be good. Roger, I know you just went to bed. But come over here and give them a ring. Components... What's some money? Tech prints. That would be really nice. Oh, we have a bionic eye made. Okay, we're gonna go and sell that. Let me sell this stuff. Oh, we have 1 recon armor. Okay, let's make 1 less vac suit then. One less vac suit. We could go 3. We do have, as it turns out, 3 miners. So, actually, maybe I make 2 vac suits and then the 3 helmets. That's a possibility. Which material? Plasteel. Is the plasteel going to be a problem? It might be. Although, oh, here's the thing. We have built... okay, we're being attacked. But we can have a long-range mineral scanner, which I'm going to plop down over here. Need some components and stuff, that's fine. Mech cluster with a toxic spewer. Oh, off map. We can get there very quickly with the shuttle. I mean, walking there would be trivial. But we may as well take the shuttle, right? Now, it's mech stuff. Do we feel like we're going to need EMP grenades? Part of me is just thinking, no, we just need some raw firepower for this. You guys... Although Komiya's weapon's kind of shit. If we do this... Komiya, get you to equip the grenade, and then get on there. Plant dead because of poison. Oh, that was quick. Oh, we are overweighted. So... Never mind, we'll drop Colm. No offense there, Colm. We're also going to need to bring things back, although I suppose we could make 2 trips. Okay, you're ready to launch. Do we need to bring anything else? We don't need food. We could load medicine in, but people... No, I think we're going to go. Let's just go. Launch. And land here at the Toxic Pure. Drop in center might be fine, but we should probably do a drop at the edge. Don't land in the water. Because we're going to have to walk up there anyway. Maybe I should have grabbed the EMPs. Are you guys asleep? Yeah, you are. Good. Probably should have brought EMPs. I mean, I guess I can make a second trip, but you know I'm not going to. going to get Wolf to come in, but I am going to run from a different angle. Now, there might be a bunch of explosions there, Wolf. Finish this one off. Thank you. Good. You do that. You guys attack there. Okay, Wolf, move back. Move back faster. Thank you. Actually, do that. You guys hit the turret. Wolf, you go and melee this guy. Come on. Good. Okay, cleared. You still need to go and kill that. Let me move up here so you don't friendly fire Wolf, please. There you go. Thank you, Wolf. And then... Interesting, we can leave, even though there's still a Toxpure, which is the whole reason we came here. Get a little closer so you don't shoot your buddy in the back. Okay. Unforbid real quick. Unrestrict, or unrecruit, and then set to load. We want to bring everyone, and then... the component, the plasteel, the raw steel, and then I guess we can't bring a body, but that's fine. Here, you can bring some chunks, that's going to be okay. All right, do that. And Spork is injured, but cleaning out in 12 hours. You should be fine. Yeah, Spork, I'm going to tell you to get in the shuttle immediately. Oh, you're operating in the rain. Yep, nope, that's fair. We need to make sure you get roofed early. You will get roofed when it all gets sealed in. Yeah, put that out immediately, please. And who's still wandering over here? You guys. Presumably there's nothing else to grab since these guys haven't done it. But I might go and force them all onto the ship. There we go. We're going to do it anyway. All right, good. Now, let's launch. Come home. Land here. Spork needs some medical attention. There you go. Good. Toxic Spear destroyed. Everything is fine. And yeah, you got unloaded. We get a little bit of valuable material. Use basically no chem fuel whatsoever. Oh, I can move my chem fuel storage to right behind these two, for example. Now, where are we going to put our large fuel tanks? Although I don't want to ensure we can build them without vac-stone. No, just steel. Okay. Quest failed, Bergen Camp. That's fine. I don't think I was caring about that. Because we could put the fuel tanks here near this, but I don't think they need to be refueled that much. And again, I think the idea was to build this into workshop space, because this has to be in a workshop. So I think that's still the vibe. Now, part of it is still, hang on, what does the sun lamp over here? Yeah, so we can do this. So that is that taken care of. And then we've got a fridge here with the nutrient paste dispenser. We're gonna do a door in here too. Let me figure out what this might look like. So nutrient paste is under production. What I'm thinking about doing, how much of a freezer do we need? If I do this, and then just grab a hopper so I can copy. Maybe what we do is we flank it on both sides. I could also put some in the back, but let's say we just do this. And then this becomes the wall. Now, there's not tons of storage, so I think we want more. Do we want this much refrigerator? That's a lot of refrigerator. Although I can still have the butcher table in here too. And then we probably want a kitchen and sort of a standalone room. Let's consider production, butcher table, and let's say we're doing steel just because of our vibe. We'll put that inside. And yes, you'll get the speed slow down, but it's not a big deal. Let's do this, and then we can have the vac in here to enter here. And then I kind of like the idea of this access back there, although I could have one over here too. Normally, I don't want people walking through our fridge all the time, because what happens is you lose temperature. But with these doors, it doesn't matter. Maybe I just align it like completely straight. right? And then structure-wise, not structure, furniture, shelves, and again, let's say we keep our steel aesthetic. Do that, but then this space, we just want another shelf here. We could leave 3 tiles open. I mean, it's even the middle here for like animal bodies. People can walk through shelf. I mean, it looks dumb. It might be better if I built the vac barrier there, because then I could do this. This is all steel, yeah. We could do this, and then yeah, a little bit of floor storage over there. So it'll be a little bit slower to walk onto stuff, but this works just fine. Now, I guess the stove is just, you know, the stove is just the stove is just the stove. So I'm going to cancel that. Oh, it also has to be made into an actual proper, like, kitchen, which we wouldn't be able to do with the diagonals there. Do we instead put the cooker... Let me put it back. Again, I think I'm going to move one instead of constructing the next one. But I guess I can do this setup. We could do the smallest possible room, like that. And then right here do a held open door that we don't interact with. All right, and someone is going to stand in the kitchen and go to work from that. I'll just put a forbid. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And we could even put a chair here if we wanted. I don't know if that matters too much. I mean, we're hardly going to do any cooking at all. So then maybe this becomes the dining room. I mean, it's getting a little further from the nutrient paste. Or maybe there's enough room. Let's plan. We could do the big 2x4. I mean, that is ridiculously large. Oh, we can't block the interaction spot. That's too big. What if we just did a couple of 1x2s? Even like, maybe next to each other? That's not bad. And then let's say we do steel. Right? Plan something like that. And then... replace some things with doors and stuff. But this is interesting because it becomes... I mean, it's not a very big dining room, but it works fine as a dining room. A little bit of walk path there. That's got to be exposed. I mean, I'm sure there's something we can do that's a little tighter. In fact, I don't even need this corner here. That leaves us some space for our workshop. A little awkward there, although we could even put a door there if we want to separate things. Like if we want to put the entertainment things here, and then we needed this to be a the workshop instead of a rec room. Now, the biggest issue is there... Yeah, it's not great for this. We could fit a lot of the small ones. Or we just accept that, like, okay, we're not gonna have chairs for everyone. We could go with just the 1x2 here, and then what we could do is we can tighten this up substantially. Right, that's still a valid dining room. Maybe we can make it pretty with like custom floors and a little bit of statuary or something like that. But that is a custom dining room that should work. I mean, this doesn't even need to be in the dining room, but it is very convenient. And then if we do that, then what kind of space do we have for the fabrication bench? I mean, technically, yes, but I hate it. I mean, I can't move that. I can move this. Still what we put behind it. Or we accept that this is still going to be part of the fabric, like the workshop space. So I'm not keen on any of it. I could do that. Actually, what if we do this? Move the door here. Keep this dining room. Again, we'll just put a hold open on it, but it's fine. See, this is an awkward space too, because we can't put, like... So I'm wondering, and I might just put a cut in here while I iterate for you for different things. What if I move this little kitchen setup too? I mean, that might just end up being a lot better. If I'm like, okay, we can put the cooking thing anywhere, right? We might still just want to have a little small table, but it could be moved much further over here. And especially, like, we don't care about this. We just want a dining room that does not give bad thoughts. Like, does not, you know, infringe on this. This gets a very small dining room, but it's not the end of the world. All right, door here is a little weird. I guess what I'd probably do is actually just move the vac barrier to there, cancel this one, and that works fine. That works completely fine. Okay. Now all of a sudden, we've got a lot more flexibility for where we put these things. The other thing I could do, like if I'm like worried about this, right? Let's say we did this. We could move the entire nutrient-based dispenser down one. Use more space in the kitchen. I don't think we need more space in the freezer, though. I think the freezer is fine. Yeah. And really, I don't even need a vac barrier here. We might end up putting one here for convenience, but this one is fine here. We can access through there. We can walk through there. I mean, people can also walk through this area. I don't like this overhang, but it might be okay. The nice thing is we can fit a workspace there and not get in the way of this. And that's kind of okay. So mostly what we want to do, because everything else can be moved, we want to come up with a place for our fabrication bench that we're happy about. And honestly, this might be okay. We could put the tool cabinets behind here. I wish we had a radius indicator for how far the tool cabinets reach. I mean, I suppose they could also be put here and here because they flank the work spot. But then there's not a good usage for this space, right? We could put at least one tucked in back here since it's not useful for anything else. And yeah, we don't get the preview. I bet you this does reach though. Can we get an idea? So that reaches both of those, but not there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the seventh tile away from being adjacent. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, maybe with diagonals. I guess I can just move one and then see what happens. Actually, these can be moved as well to save us steel. Let's say I'm going to move one of these, and then I'm going to move the tailoring bench to there. I'm going to put a cut in, but I want to see about... Prioritize this. Tracker, do you also... Yeah, prioritize that. There we go. You are connected. Okay. I mean, I can move more of my manufacturing over here. It's going to complain because it's outdoors right now. Let me put a forbid on this, those. Maybe this is fine. And then we need to maybe at least put up a temporary wall here. I mean, if I really want to be like, listen, this is super temporary, let's just go and put something down out of wood and a wooden door in here. Just enough to cause this to become enclosed so we're no longer working outside. We could force a roof early too, just to prevent any early zots, which might not be a terrible idea. And it'll get roofed automatically once this gets enclosed. But here, actually, there, all this stuff. There we go. And then explicitly not roofing over there. But yeah, get the roof first before there's a zot. I'll put a forbid on this too. I don't want to build the extra fabrication bench yet. I just want to know that I've got a good space for it. Although, again, what I might want to do is figure out... That kind of works. I guess I could put a corner wall in there just to look a little bit better. And some things here. Can't fit anything else in there, although this becomes a good spot for another one of those, probably. This is not as dense as it could be. I mean, I want it dense, but I also want it to look good, hopefully. Okay. Which actually doesn't even necessarily look that terrible. This becomes, I don't know, machining, smelter, smithy, arts table. We got a few things over here. The brewery doesn't need to be in a specific room. Oh, it actually does want to be in a workshop. Never mind. I think we need room for a couple more, which that fits. And again, this is only a temporary wall, but if we do something like that, it doesn't not work. And then there'll be, I can't remember where the hallway's gonna plan is here. Let me just plan for a couple of doors here, which is, I'm gonna cancel that one. I'll do this one. We'll probably build that out of a proper outside wall at some point. But this will be enclosed with room for a lot of things. It's a little piecemeal, but it does fit. There's probably like an optimal packing algorithm that we could figure out over here. These might be a little too far from that as well. I kind of suspect that's the case. Do I just move the dining setup? That does open up a lot of options. The dining setup could be moved over here. It's still pretty close to the nutrient-based dispenser. Not as close as I might like, but it's fine. Oh, we got to remember this wall here is going to be pulled back one tile as well, which actually means we'll be able to fit a workshop building right in there, which looks fine. I'm actually wondering if this gets built here and maybe that doesn't go there at all. Oh, right, there's an interaction spot here. Well, maybe. All right, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to keep thinking about this layout, like both in terms of efficiency and beauty, and I'm not convinced that this is the right start. But we could start by putting the fabrication bench in a completely different spot and seeing what comes up. Actually, here's an interesting thing. With the wall, if it's there, and in fact, again, that wall is going to be moved up by one, we can just put the fabrication bench here. Okay, well, we'll find out next time. Do I still want to commit to this construction? That might be okay. Bet I can't move these, but I could deconstruct this one and start doing some plans right away. We'll see. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.